Alright. We return to the Blood Omen. Claudia.
The Spectre of Ariel led me to Willendorf. If I was to defeat the next member of the Circle, I needed to understand his machinations. With this vague advice in mind, I set forth on the road to Willendorf.
Time to go to Willendorf. Yep, we were just at Abernus, so Willendorf.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going, buddy?
Going pretty good. We just started.
All right.
Did you watch the first episode of The Too Old to Die Young?
Nah. If I watch that, I'm probably gonna binge it for a bit. So I want to start and stop and then start again. You know. After this.
I have never really been that much of a binger.
Well, I binge in a weird way, which is I usually binge over the course of a day, but it will take me like all day to get through 5 or 6 episodes, even if they're not that long. Because I tend to wander around and do other things while it's just sitting paused or something, then I'll make my way back to it and resume.
Makes sense.
Hey, Grav. Oh, I'm excited. You're almost out of this Legacy of Kain and into the Legacy of Kain that I know and loathe and also love. It's so good and it's so dumb. And it's so metal.
I'm also excited because I'm listening to bad K-pop from Audio Network.
Rad.
Yeah, you are. I am too weak to move these boulders. No, the answer is just ignore everything.
The Soul Reaver is pretty generous with how little magic it takes.
So it depends on the amount of health they have.
Oh.
So like
So stronger enemies take more magic to murder?
yes. So like the those big red evil demon looking dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Those took like 2/3 of the bar that I have.
How much did it take to murder the boss?
Not a lot.
What a chump.
Strange, isn't it, Kain, that one cannot quite accept that which sustains him.
Alright, so where are you heading
your
now?
death, and me mine.
We're heading to
But
Willendorf,
death
I
cannot
think,
reign in a world
because
without life.
Ariel was like, yo,
Soon
William
you
the
will find
Just,
quest
turns
ahead of
out,
you
is one of those
yours,
ironic names,
and
like...
yours alone.
Well, he started off
Yeah,
as
he
William
started.
Dust.
Yeah, he started off super nice, but then he went crazy, and you have to go kill him because he's one of the Guardians, I think.
He became the Nemesis.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Willendorf.
So funny enough, I'm not actually
proud
sure he's one of the
defender
Pillar
realm,
Guardians. I
with
think
its
he might just
warrior
be an
elite
asshole.
and mighty ruler, King
Let me go find
Otmar.
this out.
The Lion Throne had once held my allegiance, but Willendorf's days of glory had passed. It was the last bastion against an unruly future.
But in the interim here, we are looking for that cave to go to the Spirit Rack dungeon, so as to learn the Spirit Rack spell, which sounds real unfortunate.
So yeah, basically, King William the Just eventually turned out to be an a-hole, formed this giant army, became known as the Nemesis, and apparently is now just going around burning down every trace of civilization he can find.
All right.
So he's just kind of just wiping out everyone that he can find. So you need to do something about that, because you are technically on a quest to save the world.
Yeah.
You might forget that, being Kain, but you are technically saving the world. So you gotta stop him.
Technically correct is the best kind.
It's true.
Like, is it just one of those really convenient situations where saving the world requires a lot of murder? So then you can have someone like Kain end up being the hero.
Oh,
You just have to
man.
direct him to kill the right people.
I have to equip my sword that lets me do magic.
Light. This spell allows me to enslave...
Yeah, okay. I had to remember which spell icon meant what there for a second. Because I need the brain spell. I'm going to start with this one, because he's irritating. Yep. Theoretically, that door... Oh, I bet I have to hit this switch. There we go. Yay! Items. Now we kill this man. I appreciate that that area in the guide was labeled as "avoid the spike balls," and I just kind of walked through them because.
I mean, when you can cheat, just cheat.
Also,
So
they
future
didn't
Soul Reaver games will probably require less cheating, but just be aware that there are cheat codes if you have to. Cheat codes remain a thing in later Soul Reaver games. You probably won't have to, but just in case. Blood Omen 2 might require some cheating. And funny enough, that's the one that I'm pretty sure there might not be cheat codes in. I thought this out. Let me just double check.
Just go to Game FAQs and be like, Blood Omen 2. I would be surprised if there were no cheat codes in a game of that era.
There are cheat codes. There is one cheat code, and it's probably the one you want to use.
Is it take no damage?
No.
Is it refill health?
It is just have the Soul Reaver.
Ah.
Because spoilers, the situations may arise where you do not have the Soul Reaver. in that game. And spoilers, you should always want to have the Soul Reaver.
Oh, I need to...
With this spell, I can tear a creature's soul from its body, leaving its vacant flesh mine to control.
I remember Blood Omen 2 being pretty easy, but the combat being a pain in the ass in certain situations. Like, I remember there being certain enemies who were just giant assholes.
Is Spirit Rack just mind control, but for, like, zombies?
Maybe. Upgraded version of Control Mind.
Okay. What makes it
Take
upgrade?
full control of their body.
What part of what couldn't I do that with the other one? Though?
Man, I don't know.
I fear I may have goofed.
You didn't lock yourself in a room by pushing blocks again, did you?
No. But I think I needed to use that skeleton that I spirit racked early on. And I kind of didn't. Oh wait, no, okay, wait. We're okay, maybe. We may not be okay. Can I, like, back out and reset the room, maybe? Camera. There we go. There we go.
Alright. You found out a way to get out of the horrible situation you found yourself in?
Yes.
Okay.
I just reset the area and then it worked.
Alright, so right now you're just on your way to the city, right?
Yeah. We're stopping by a couple places to, you know, pick up
Okay.
something like Spirit Rack.
But you're gonna need, as it turns out. I have looked a little bit into the future here, and that might come in handy. You may or may not need to spirit rack some guys to activate some switches to solve puzzles. So, you know,
Yeah.
be ready for that shit.
I mean, that's what I'm doing right now, so...
Yeah, you're getting practice in.
Also, I don't know if you knew this, but,
Okay, so he does that on combo attacks, right?
yes.
Does the Soul Reaver have a combo attack,
I
or is it just
don't
one
think
swing?
so. I think it's just one swing.
So does he yell it every time you swing the Soul Reaver?
No.
Damn it! I was really hoping if it was just like a one swing that he would just yell it every time, because that would be amazing.
I mean, that'd be great. Don't get me wrong.
But also it means Soul Reaver is the best weapon, because it means you never have to yell here and yell Vae Victus.
That's also true. Ah! Leave me alone.
These skeletons are assholes. Also, they do a decent chunk of damage.
Hey, we're back to the beginning. Alright.
Man, this game is fucking weird.
Yeah, it is.
Like, it is hard to connect this to the Soul Reaver games that come after.
Alright. I don't need the magic anymore. I can re-equip the Soul Reaver.
The Soul Reaver.
The Soul Reaver.
It's pretty good. It is up there in my list of crazy cool fantasy swords. It's super rad. It's a fucking evil vampire sword that eats souls.
It reaves them even.
It's a giant skull on it.
Also, I think
Its blade is all curved.
also it glows.
Yeah, it does. I wonder what could possibly be causing it to glow and eat souls. We'll never know.
We'll never
Mighty
know.
Willendorf had sliced open the belly of the
You
earth.
probably won't
We
find
won't
out
know for another
precious
2 games.
metals and
in the
unearthing
name of
ancient
in the game
secrets.
named Soul
Of these
Reaver.
secrets,
Probably
I
won't
heard
find
the
out
tomb that
about it.
contained an ancient forefather of King Otmar himself.
I mean, funny enough, you
Within the
won't.
tomb, a fountain of blood
That'll-
would allow
that'll
me to
come in
cast
Soul
the
Reaper
most
2.
noble of illusions and gain entry to the city of the mighty lion.
Now there should be a cave. There's a cave. Yes.
So, question: do you know what Kain's actual plan is here?
No.
His plan apparently is to literally just go convince these people to raise an army to fight the Nemesis.
All right. I'm sure that'll go
I'm sure
very
this
well.
is all
for
gonna
him.
work out great.
In his spiky armor with his giant evil glowing sword.
Yeah. Just go convince these people to go fight the Nemesis.
All right, now I'm super strong.
Rad.
I could go back
So far,
and
it's still not quite maxed out.
it's not, but that's okay. I could go back and get stuff, but I kind of don't care.
You probably don't need it. You're pretty tough, and also you have cheat codes.
Yeah. And by super strong, I mean I can just push super heavy.
Oh, right, you can now push those giant boulders. The gray ones.
Yes.
Kain went and got the gold gauntlets.
He did.
He can now move heavier objects.
Is that a Zelda thing?
Yes.
Okay.
It's an Ocarina of Time thing. You get the silver gauntlets, so you can move heavy objects, but then later you
Zelda
have to
games?
get the gold. Yeah, multiples. And then later you get the gold gauntlets to let you move even heavier things.
It was not
Ocarina of
really
Time is
bu-
just the first one I played where the silver and gold gauntlets came into play. Or, well, the first one I played that I got them. They may have come into play in A Link to the Past, but I played all of about 10 minutes of that game.
Yep, they did.
Eventually, I played Link to the Past to the point of getting to, like, the Dark World, and then I gave up on that game. But the running theme has always been playing Link to the Past and then giving up. I just don't like Link to the Past that much. It's really weird. Because I liked Oracle of Seasons.
You're in good company here.
Yeah.
As to Link to the Past.
Like, I like Oracle of Seasons. I like some of the other top-down Zeldas. But I don't know, Link to the Past just never got me.
I think you're in the voice chat with two other people that are indifferent to dislike Link.
Yeah, you're like literally the best place in the world for being so-so and Link to the Past.
Great. To be fair, TFP hates every Zelda game.
Not all of them.
Right, Wind Waker is fucking awesome.
Yeah, it is.
And Skyward Sword.
I haven't played that one.
It's pretty good. It's got a boss rush mode. Which is a thing that really every Zelda game should probably have. But I guess it makes more sense for Skyward Sword because the bosses there are, like, extra fun to fight due to the weird motion control nonsense. Which, I'm gonna be honest, it's one of the few games that I would say is made more fun by the motion control nonsense in the Wii. Though, man, they really got to do something about it. I mean, they don't have to do anything now, obviously. The Wii is long dead, but the battery life is a problem.
What are you talking about? Just Dance whatever is coming out on the Wii.
No, I heard.
Coming out on the Wii and not the Wii U.
Yeah.
Is that the battery life?
The Switch.
Yes, but
The
well,
Vita.
aside from everything, my Wii U gamepad has horrible battery life.
Yeah. It's kind of a bummer that kind of Wii U battery life is now an issue.
I usually just play my stuff on, like, the screen anyways.
I mean, yeah, so do I, but you need the goddamn gamepad to turn the thing on.
Yeah.
I don't have a Pro Controller, so...
Also, a lot of games require the gamepad, even though there's no good reason for it.
There's plenty of
Looking
good
at
reasons.
Tokyo Mirage sessions.
It's still
You
bewildering
need the
me.
gamepad to read your phone, Grav. Come on.
You know what else I could read my phone on? My goddamn phone. Not in that game, but I'm just saying, if Nintendo's going to do anything with their stupid phone apps, that would be it.
I mean, just wait until, you know, Persona 5 on the Switch. You can get your Phantom Thief instant messages on your phone. That'd actually be kind of cool.
Yeah, it would. Unfortunately, I think the only Persona 5 game coming to Switch is the Muso.
Oh, right, they're making that.
Whatever, you like Muso games. Why are you so...
I like the good ones. I'm concerned this won't be one of them.
I have mixed feelings about how much they're merchandising the Persona series.
Yeah, that too.
They're merchandising the wrong ones. If they just keep putting out
They are
Persona 4
stretching
things...
Persona 5 farther than it can handle. But maybe that's just my general, like, Persona 5 is not
Even
that
like
great.
T4, they overdid it.
Yeah. But I feel like they've kind of... Like, Persona 4 is when they started to really stretch it, but
Yeah.
I feel like they've avoided overdoing it.
I also feel like the thing that I always need to bring up is there are actually more Persona 3
It would
spin-offs than
seem
there
that
are
only
Persona
those
4
of
spin-offs.
noble lineage were allowed to pass through the illustrious gates of Willendorf Castle. And the enchantment
Persona
I had
3
cast
spin-offs
with my
all came out
disguise was
after
not enough
Persona
to
4,
fool
right?
these
No,
soldiers of
they
hope.
were all
I would
phone
need a
games in
stronger
Japan.
allusion to
Is
the
the
guile.
thing.
Okay, well, yeah, but I mean, by that logic.
Yeah.
Out there by that logic.
But there are like a billion Persona 3 phone games. There's like a Aegis prequel and like Persona 3 Kicks, which is like what?
Is it
Did you
just
say
soccer?
cake?
No, Kicks, QIX, the game where you have to like draw the lines across the playfield before the balls hit you. It's a classic arcade game.
Oh, okay.
Look it up.
I think you said cakes.
Oh no. Anyway, we
I
can't
can
go.
understand my confusion.
Yeah, we can't go into Castle Willendorf because we're not a noble, despite being a noble. So I also went the wrong way because this guy said to go south, and I just immediately went north. So that's where, you know, my sense of direction is doing super good.
Just like you knew it would.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, I'm actually doing the wrong thing, but I will just go over here anyway, because this is useful. I did this too early, but there are 4 Hearts of Darknesses, so I'll just take those, thank you.
But you don't even need them. You're never gonna die again.
You say that. And yet, I am going to take them.
Also, there's something really funny to me about the way Kain runs when he's in mist form.
It's just like,
I don't think something about it is really funny looking. I don't know what it is. It just makes me think of people getting pictures of Sasquatch out in the wild or something.
Right, square circle. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta mash out the code a couple times before it lets you.
Before you get all your magic back.
Yeah. Yeah, he kind of does have like a little Sasquatch movement going.
Like, there's something about the strut and just the fact that he's like a weird blurry outline. It just makes me imagine someone taking a picture of Kain walking across, like walking in the wilderness in this form. And just being like, no, I swear there was a horrible vampire man. You're like, why is the picture so fucking blurry?
I mean, vampires can't be seen in mirrors, so...
Well, I mean, or photographs mirrors?
No, but cameras work with via mirrors. Well, some of them do, at the very least. But, you know.
Like, I thought vampires could only... I thought the only reason that was a thing was because mirrors had silver backs back in the day. Now that we just have shitty normal mirrors, that's not a thing anymore.
Also, I don't know if this is in a timely reference or not, but I'm a big fan of Mad Cow Meats over here. I'm not sure when Mad Cow craze was taking over in terms of the release of Blood Omen.
Let's find out. Bovine spongiform encephalopathy.
Yep.
Oh no, spread to humans is believed to result in variant Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease.
Yep.
VCJD.
Yeah, you don't want that.
The fact that that's just a scrambled anagram for Jean-Claude Van Damme is really messing with me. VCJ, yeah. Anyways, where is the thing about people freaking out about it? Is what I want to know. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Wow.
Also, as a plot point in Boston Legal, sort of. Because William Shatner's character had Alzheimer's, but didn't want to say he had Alzheimer's, so he just kept calling it mad cow disease. There are a lot of dudes with shovels in this cave that are very upset at Kain.
Apparently the horrible mad cow panic was somewhere in the late 90s. So here's an article about it in 96.
So I guess it totally would be, you know, timely for a Legacy of Kain. Oh god.
Yep, Blood Omen 1, 96. Same year that scientists urged caution in the mad cow disease panic.
They would urge caution.
The blood of ages flows so sweet. Come, drink from us.
So apparently I'm going to drink this blood,
Unlike
and
the mask of disguise, this spell
this,
actually allows
this
me to
has
cast away the
upgraded
guise
my
of death for a time, allowing me
disguise
to walk
spell
among the
to
living
make me look like a
undisturbed.
noble.
The spell also provides.
Now you don't just look like a
disguise
person, you look like a
ability,
rich person.
For there are many
Which
who
is
would
really the best
easily
superpower
divulge
of all.
more to those of highborn blood.
I really feel like, I don't know. I thought Kain was a noble.
He was.
You can't be a vampire noble?
I mean, you can be, but people don't like vampire nobles.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Look, vampire nobles are super cool until you find out they're vampires. That's why you invite Dracula to the big sick dance party, and then somebody drops the curtain and shows the mirror, and everybody's like, oh shit, he's a vampire. And then the party's over. Party only stays a party until you're outed as a vampire. Then things get weird. People get stabby, torches come out, it's a problem.
Has that been in a movie?
Yes.
Okay. Is that like a What We Do in the Shadows joke?
No? Not that I know of. I've never seen What We Do in the Shadows.
I'm just picturing like the dance party where they just have a big mirror and then it drops and then, oops, someone doesn't show up in the mirror. Like that would be.
I'm pretty sure they use that joke in, not joke. They use that in Van Helsing, I think. And I know for a fact it was in the classic Leslie Nielsen movie Dracula Dead and Loving It. Mel Brooks was in that. Remember right, Mel Brooks played Van Helsing.
This checks out.
Yep, Mel Brooks was Van Helsing. Leslie Nielsen was Dracula. That movie was great. People will tell you that movie wasn't great, and they're liars.
I run away now, for I have very little magic power. Right, square is left. You just gotta do it with purpose. I say, despite every time I say that, I then mess it up like 3 times in a row.
Alright, so it's time to head into the town.
Yep.
So now that you can look like a rich man, they will let you in.
I appreciate that looking like a rich man just puts a little, like, theater mask over my head.
Yeah, just be aware that you were disguised.
Yeah.
I don't actually want to change Kain's sprite to represent a cool rich guy. So just imagine it. Well, it's like theater of the mind. It's D&D style. Just imagine what Kain's cool rich guy persona looks like. Like, what does your disguised Kain look like? Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm just picturing him with like an oversized Ric Flair robe on. Just super ostentatious. It's basically like King Knight over here. Just giant flowing cape. Anything to do in this town aside from go talk to the king and be like, hey, fight this war for me?
There are items, I think, but this guide maker is like, you know where all the spirit forges are, I'm just gonna stop marking them.
Okay.
And so it's like, well... Gotta look for switches up here in the North Tower Wall Castle.
I like that nobody's paying attention to this crazy rich guy just wandering around the guard towers.
Yeah, it happens pretty often, you know.
Well, he looks like he's supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Kain's disguise is a lab coat, glasses, and a clipboard. It will get you anywhere you need to go. There was a thing I read once about how a clipboard totally makes people way less likely to talk to you.
Yeah.
Like, you can just get a clipboard and walk, like, anywhere, and as long as you look like you're inspecting things or writing things down, people just get super nervous and try to stay out of your way.
It's 100% true.
That's amazing. I love that that's just down to a science.
Also, depending on what you use that for, it can also be very illegal. But if it's just like, I don't want to be bothered, that's fine. If you're trying to, like, fleece someone...
Well, yeah, obviously you don't sneak into somewhere you're not supposed to be.
The court of Otmar. Shades of my former existence. Proud and self-absorbed.
FMV...
Surrounded by all the finery of the realm.
Alright, it's time for the culmination of Kain's quest.
As I walked among them, I smirked, thinking of the carnage that would befall...
Also, you were totally not disguised in that cutscene.
Nope.
Glorious flames, and the inevitable rape and pillage. Out of my way, peasant!
Maybe it's less of a physical disguise and more that you're giving off the aura of a cool nobleman. So everybody's like, yeah, this seems alright.
Maybe.
He'll be in mourning for his kingdom soon, and he'll mourn for you even sooner if you don't get out of my way. And so I won
Threaten
my
this
war
clown with a sword.
Yeah.
with Otmar.
It totally
He
works.
cared not for the
Fuck off,
invading
Kefka.
armies from the north, only of the plight of his child. Her birthday present. To celebrate her birthday, I
throw him
declared
in
a
the dirt.
contest. Whoever created the finest doll in the realm would be granted a royal favor.
Alright.
Hundreds of dolls were brought, but the winner was obvious. The doll maker created a toy of such beauty that all were captivated by it.
Meanwhile, we gotta go fight
Only
Sweet
taking
Tooth.
payment was a lump
Yeah, you
of
do.
Soon
You
after,
gotta go fight the doll maker.
like this, a lifeless puppet. Whoever restores her to her former self shall have this kingdom.
Your
Thus,
mission,
my
should you
hunt
choose
for
to
the
accept
doll
it,
maker
Kain, is to
began.
save the princess.
It's like, God damn it, I guess I will, because fuck you,
This is
I
where
need this
every
kingdom.
quest has to end up. You have to go save the princess. She's been put into a magical coma. This game is now Zelda 2.
Yeah, it is.
My daughter. I fear I
Also,
shall
I'm just gonna throw it
never
out there.
hear
I
her
understand
delicate
the princess is
laugh
cursed
again.
into like a weird eternal slumber. Do you need to put her like in the main hall? She's
Otmar
just right in
slumped
front
on
of the
his throne
stairs
like
to
a
your
rag
throne.
doll, his
Like
beard
everyone who
matted
has
with
to talk
tears
to you
of his
about
own
anything has to do it
self-pity.
over your
In my
unconscious
court,
daughter.
he would have long since
That
been
seems
usurped
awkward.
by one stronger, but in Willendorf they worshipped him.
That is a
even
weird way
in
to
his
do business
weakness.
with people.
I wondered what Willendorf would do when Otmar's death finally arrived.
Like, I'm not even sure if I would consider that a power move. If anything, it's just weird. Because, like, if you pissed off the wrong person, they could just sucker
Through
punch your
whispers of
sleeping
the
daughter.
court, I learned that the army
right
of
there.
the last
You can't
hope,
stop them.
Willendorf's proud militia, was in no condition to fight the invading legions of the Nemesis.
Like, you'd think you'd
They
have her
were
in a
busy
tower
scouring the
or a
lands to the
temple or
north
something,
in
you
search
know?
of the Dollmaker and
Maybe
Otmar's
at the very
daughter.
least in her room?
I also learned of a tunnel, which would take me rapidly from
I don't know.
Willendorf
Just seems
to the
questionable.
suspected area.
Hey, you know.
But what do I know about taking care of enchanted daughters? Nothing.
Yeah. Anyway, time to go hang out and beat up a creepy doll maker, I guess. But first we
Go
have
beat up Toy Man.
Oh, by the way, I was also doing some digging about the Lego DC game. Apparently, not only is Scarecrow Jeffrey Combs, but Kite Man is also Jeffrey Combs.
Nice.
Also, there's a villain named Kite Man, which is...
Yeah, there is. Hold on.
I mean, I like kites and all, but... Is he, like, from the same place as, like, Stiltman?
Kind of. If by place you mean same era of absurdity.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna post this picture.
Oh. I had to drop my disguise so as to... You know what? I appreciate that he is into himself.
The context there is that he flew through a fancy dinner party at a building. Like, he just jumped in the window. Like, he flew down, jumped through the window, grabbed those, then jumped out the next window and kited away.
Oh yeah, the other thing that I saw said that apparently they had to change his catchphrase, because apparently him going "hell yeah" is like a Kite Man catchphrase.
Kind of.
To go along with, you know, the kids can't know about the suicide.
Well, yeah. I mean, there was an era, once upon a time, where comic books were for children. There's not that era anymore.
It is not.
Nobody makes comics for kids anymore.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Does the Power Pack still exist?
I don't think so. Last time I checked, there was a comic where they'd broken up and one of them was in rehab.
That took a turn that I was not expecting.
It took the turn that every comic book takes. This is the problem with comic books. Nothing changes, and then when it changes for the worst.
What are you talking about? Penance is super cool.
Ugh.
Peacat, the penitent puss. Oh, that's amazing.
No.
Apparently this tunnel, despite... Like, you know how long we've been, in this tunnel? Like, not that long, but still, like, it's a decently long tunnel. Apparently, if we get out here in a second... Uh-oh. Try this, maybe? Okay. Yeah. That's not where the world map is.
Time.
Hold on. So we went from Willendorf here, which is the glowy highlighted bit, all the way over here somehow. That's amazing. Excuse me. I'm really more amazed that I was able to do the code for more mana, like, under pressure. That was kind of cool. Go to... Oh.
It was an impressive bit of cheating, you're right.
Yeah.
There's an art to cheating effectively. Also, wait, where's this? Did the Dollmaker live in a weird fortress?
We're not there yet.
Okay.
We have to go through this fortress to... We have to go through this fortress and then, like, a town. And then...
Okay.
We're not there yet, but also I need to change my equipment so I can do the magic. Don't have the Soul Reaver equipped. Nothing. It's not one-hit kills anymore. All right. Square, circle, up, down, right, left. Up, right, square, circle, up, down, right, left. Okay.
Oh, God.
Yeah, what's up?
Grab that video you posted. It's terrifying.
The Soul Reaver.
I love that video. Oh, have you seen someone did a new compilation of Jonathan Frakes from...
Oh, right.
And it's just him asking weird questions.
Yep.
Have you ever been to a major city's Chinatown district?
I have not seen that, but that sounds good.
You ever,
pretty good.
You ever ride a bike? Do you use a computer? Oh! Fine, I'll just mistform and cheat over your dump. Oh, no, I can't. Oh no, I have to actually do this spike puzzle.
There's no escaping
Aha!
puzzles.
Can I cheat and not deal with this spike puzzle?
Oh, this seems less like a puzzle and more like a huge pain in the ass.
Yeah, you are correct. Anyway, now that we're through that, we should be out back here, which means up here is Bat Beacon. And so okay, Bat Beacon, then even more north. It's really hard to see the trees at nighttime, even with my glowy evil sword.
This was once the most academic of cities, housing some of the most prestigious universities in all of Northgard.
City.
While I would not weep over lost tomes, I detested
Oh,
the
you
sight
found
of
some weird
scars
lame magic
left
town or
upon
something?
the world at the hands of
Just
the
an
Nemesis.
academic town. It got destroyed by the Nemesis, and there are a bunch of dudes just strung up on the walls. And it's bad scene here, so we're just gonna kind of mosey on through as quick as is humanly possible. There are a bunch of dudes on pikes.
Rough.
I also remember when I was like, we're just gonna go through as quick as possible. And then I got stuck, and then I had to fight a bunch of dudes.
Well, I mean, you know, quick as possible varies depending on what happens on the way.
It's true.
Just kill these guys and keep going, and it's still as quick as possible.
How do I get around this fucking... It's like the fucking Aberness all over again. Help.
It can't be that bad.
I need to go
I haven't
that...
been here 2 days yet.
But I need to go that way, and I can't. It just says head north out of town. mist form through this wreckage. Aha! We did it. Somehow, some way, we managed to succeed in leaving a city. Anyway, here's this cool statue of a dude who looks like he's got the Soul Reaver. I'm sure that will never come up again.
Yeah, why would it?
Yeah.
After all, you're the guy with the sword.
Yeah.
No one else could have it. There's only one.
People here are way into Mortal Kombat. This seems suspect, but we're just gonna try it anyway. But I need to change to a weapon that will let me use magic. Very confused.
Oh. What's wrong?
Oh wait, I'm not supposed to be here. That's why I'm confused.
You gotta go find the doll maker, man.
I thought the doll maker was up that way, but I have to go this way.
This is where fucking King William the Just is hanging out.
Oh, that explains.
It's a big statue of the Nemesis.
That explains why everyone was like way into Mortal Kombat and stuff. And...
Yeah. You should totally bail on this place for now. You'll be back, I think.
Probably.
Some point or another, you may be back.
This is the place I'm supposed to go over here and flip a switch. I appreciate the dudes I do the spirit rack on also are incapable of swimming.
The Soul Reaver.
Anyway. Now I think we're officially on our way to hang out with the doll maker. And by that I mean... is that it?
Probably. Go there, murder him, go back, tell the king that his daughter's awake again.
I mean, theoretically he should know, because I mean he's right.
Well, I think you might have to go actually, like, 'cause he is the soul trapped in a doll, right? You might have to go stuff the doll at her. It's like hit her in the face with the doll that contains her soul. It'll probably work.
I'm gonna say this is the doll maker house, because this is really creepy.
Because it's super creepy?
Yeah.
You should watch out. I hear there are teddy bears around.
Oh no. Ooh.
Christ. It's like the latter third of Alice Madness Returns up in here.
Why are dolls creepy?
Because look at the fucking things.
They're just like
also,
little people.
you know, like, yeah, which are creepy. Like babies and children. They're like tiny, incomplete people. They're horrifying.
Now, northwest door. I'm very good at directions. This one. Oh. I need to have a sword that lets me do magic. Man, we really weren't in the era of like quick blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, quick swapping.
Weapons and armor and equipment.
Yeah. This is not where I needed to.
Well, the good news is, for the upcoming games, you won't have to worry about equipping Jackal.
Oh God!
Oh.
I tried to spirit rack and then the teddy bears just immediately made it not happen. Also,
Just explode?
also, apparently, I can't spirit rack a teddy bear.
Yeah, they seem to just explode as soon as it happens.
That's an issue because I need that switch flipped.
Maybe you have to, like, do it when they're not aware?
Maybe I flip the switch because I think I need to go up here somehow.
Like, maybe if
Yeah.
they're not active, you can possess them.
I don't know. Somehow I flipped the switch that I thought I didn't flip. So
Oh, well, maybe when they exploded, they flipped it.
yeah, just the force.
Area of effect or something.
Save Victor!
Oh, there we go. There's the line. Oop.
Oh, please, help me, Kaiser!
Please help me. Oh God, exploding teddy bears. Teddy bears shouldn't explode. I'm just gonna take a controversial stance here. And say if your teddy bear explodes, that's an issue.
Also, I'm just gonna throw this out there. That princess seemed way too old to get a doll anyways. So I think that king might have just been an idiot. This whole idea of like, oh, we had a contest to see who make the best doll for my daughter, and it's like, dude, she's like 18. I think she's past the doll age. Also, it turns out all these weird animated toys hate being set on fire.
I missed the rune triangle. I'm very bummed about that fact. Because I possessed a doll and then teddy bears exploded.
Ugh.
I'm just like... I need to rearrange my fucking skills again.
Control mind.
Okay, we're going to put Spirit Rack where Control Mind used to be, and then we're going to put Energy Bolt where Light is, because, yeah. right.
Hmm.
That's basically, we're almost done here, I think.
I mean, close to it.
Right. Oh, I have to become a werewolf so I can jump. I find it very weird that only werewolves can jump.
It does seem odd.
Like Kain, you
And
got...
again, also, you know what else seems odd? The fact that Kain turns into a werewolf never comes up again.
It's not important.
It seems important. Also, I find it really odd that Kain apparently has no way to deal with barrels other than turning into a wolf and hopping them.
Yeah.
Like, at least they're not a completely insurmountable obstacle, because that would also be ridiculous. But the fact that it requires a transformation to hop waist high cover seems weird.
Oh, I should not have removed the light spell. Because I can't see anything.
Oh, you just like not have it at all?
Well, I still like have it, but I don't have it equipped, which means that I can't use it.
Seems like a place you might need it.
Yeah. We're gonna get rid of the stupid stun spell, because I don't need it anymore, because I'm cheating super hard. And I don't need people's blood. Okay, can't go that way. So I guess we're just going to werewolf up over this barrel at the top of the stairs, because that's the only way to get around it. Like, can't just, like, push it. Why would Kain, like, push a barrel? That's beneath his station. Okay. Oh, look at all this blood. Okay. Save point. Okay. So apparently the strategy for
Elsevier,
Elsevier here,
I have
I
come
couldn't-
for the soul.
despite looking at the name, I was just like, what is this dude's name?
Strategy for Dollmaker.
This exact same as the strategy for Azimuth, which is,
Hit them once with the Soul Reaver.
yeah.
To be fair, he's a fucking Dollmaker. What is he gonna do against the Soul Reaver?
Well, the answer, well, you also, like, put up your repel,
Dollmaker, I have no time for these games.
and then you go into your pause menu, and then you switch to the Soul Reaver real quick, and then you go Dollmaker. You wait for the loading screen to end, and then you go Dollmaker.
The soul is mine! I earned it! Oddmod gave it to me!
Then you shall earn it with blood.
You
Okay.
shall not
Somehow
have
it takes more hits,
Mine,
but also it does seem to be,
mine.
like, effective.
Farewell, my love.
I'm gonna go ahead and call bullshit right now that a random doll maker gets to not get one-shotted by the fucking Soul Reaver. You've killed giant, like, crazy demons with that
Square
thing.
circle.
He's a fucking...
There we go. There we go. Oh.
What an odd.
All I'm
little
saying
man.
is this guy ain't got shit.
Now, to find the soul.
Yeah, but secretly, you know, he's super important in the future, right?
He is never mentioned again.
Amazing.
Elzevir imprisoned the girl's
This
soul
whole
in a
plot
small
line will
fabric
never
doll.
come up again.
The
I
old
promise
man's
you that.
intentions, I shall never know.
Anyway, we have now killed Elzevir.
And you got this shitty doll.
Yeah. I don't see how this doll won the contest. It looks kind of terrible.
It does. Magic or something, I don't know. Maybe the doll looked better and less creepy because it was under a spell. And then afterwards, everybody was like, oh, that guy was super evil. Also, that doll sucked.
Maybe.
It's, you know, just one of those weird enchantment type things. It's a glamour.
Also, apparently, we're almost to a point of no return. If we wanted to get all the secrets, we would need 97. And we're not doing that, because why would we do that? Instead, we're just gonna go back to Willendorf Castle and try and finish this video game. So we're like almost there.
You are surprisingly close considering what still has to happen within this game.
Also, I really appreciate that now I don't have to have the transformation up. Like, just the doors are now open. I bet people...
Like, nah, he's cool.
People will still attack me, which is, you know... I mean, less than ideal, but I can just run around them. But... yeah, it's like, oh, that Kain guy, he's super cool. Didn't he used to look, like, way richer and nicer? Don't worry about it. Whoop. Pardon me.
I entered the court with the doll-maker's head in one hand and the doll containing the girl's soul in the other. I placed them both before the king and watched his eyes catch fire. With the doll in their possession, the court's sorcerers could restore his daughter's soul.
I do not know that I can thank you enough, warrior. My kingdom is but a small price to pay for my daughter's life.
Thanks, Kain.
Willendorf is yours if you wish it.
'Tis not your kingdom I desire, but your army, Otmar. I require troops to vanquish the horde that descends upon us from the north.
Very well. Courtiers, fetch me my armor and mace. There is war to be waged!
That dude is psyched. Mortal Kombat. Da, 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 da.
The scourge of Nosgoth is upon us, friends.
Alright,
We
time to go
shall
fuck up
die
this evil
today
army.
as
Yeah.
heroes, lest we live tomorrow.
Clearly this will go
as
super well.
slaves.
Obviously. Look at you guys.
Ready
You
then
got
arms.
this.
For Nosgoth!
That guy, he brought a stick to this fight.
He did.
That guy's got a staff and a shield. And he's on the front lines. Those guys look significantly more hardcore than you, I'm not gonna lie. Their army looks way more ready for business.
In the distance, I saw the Nemesis armies march forward, a black tide that
Also,
would
it's just
soon
hard
wash
cut
over
to your
the
army
enemy's
being
side.
dead.
No, but my Soul Reaver still catches dudes on my side. So, as I am making my way through this battlefield, I am, like, murdering so many people. But I think the general idea here is we just need to just keep moving.
Go up.
Go up. Dig up, stupid.
Go up, kill red minotaur things?
Yeah.
Wait, were these ever demons, or are they just dudes in this army?
Why not both?
'Cause I always
They
assumed they were
came
weird
from
minotaur demons
no
or something, but
further
now it looks like they're just guys in armor.
I mean,
Fired by a
I think the
madman.
Nemesis army
The
is
Nemesis
demons.
armies were fierce
Okay.
and showed no signs of subsiding. The tides turned with Otmar's death. I
Oh,
watched as the remaining
Oh.
survivors
Otmar
of
is
the armies
dead
of hope
now.
fled.
Well,
to
he
the
brought a
safety
stick
of
to
the
his sword
forest.
fight.
The battle had decided its victor.
look at this
The fate of
stupid
Northgard now
fucking
lay in the Nemesis hands.
sign that just says death to Otmar. That's great. That's super dumb.
Also, was that sign in like a pile of skulls?
Probably. Oh, that's a lot of dudes. Oh, my magic. And the frame rate also. Oh god, there are so many red men.
You could probably just put on repel and just haul ass through this.
I could if I wanted to go through the menu.
I
Alternately, I could just haul ass through this.
see. You could try.
Oh god.
How's that gonna work out for you, though? Oh, there's so many dudes.
How that's gonna work out for me is we're gonna cheat.
I think you've now reached the point where none of your dudes are left. I'm only seeing bad guys.
Yeah,
I think this has gone bad for your army.
I believe you were correct. We're gonna do the old input the code on the map so that we can cheat.
So that you don't die while you're inputting the code.
Yeah. Oh god. Nope, that's the wrong pause menu. Hooray. Oh, maybe it'll still work. Up, right, square, circle, up, down, right, left.
Light.
Will it still work? Survey says. Yes, it will. I appreciate that as I was inputting the code to give me more mana, like the UI from the actual game like started bleeding up into. Oh god.
Huh?
Sorry, hold on. Bad things are
Yeah.
happening.
Oh.
Vorador's signet ring.
For some reason, my Soul Reaver isn't killing people, even though I had mana.
That's a problem.
Yeah. Oh. I think I may have died, but that's okay, because I've got like a billion
A billion hearts of darkness.
Hearts of Darkness.
The Soul Reaver.
So many of those things.
Oh no, I
There's
got...
so many. There's so many enemies.
There are so many, I'm in like a corner. This is an issue. There we go. The Heart of Darkness. How many of those do I have? I have 34 of those. Oh wait, I can use one of these things maybe. Oh no, I can't, because I have the fucking...
Oh, you are losing health quickly.
Soul Reaver equipped.
This feels like a situation where you need to use repel.
I need to use something that Soul Reaver isn't cutting it. There we go.
Yeah, because the Soul Reaver's only as strong as your shitty iron sword when you don't have magic. So.
Yes. We're going to use these fonts of putrescence that seem really useful.
Wow, it fucked those guys up. Holy shit. Let's kill the shit out of these guys.
I appreciate just the constant screaming by the way.
Is that just like pools of constant damage that just
Yes.
stay there? Oh, that's awesome. You can just stand here and let these idiots all die en masse while you refill your health and magic. This is
Yeah.
great. This all works out. I think you've discovered how people beat this game without cheating, and it's use items.
Yeah. Although,
That
boy,
seems busted.
the frame rate is not doing too hot there. But anyway, made it to the FMV, so...
That's the important thing. I appreciate that this evil army had time to put up all these giant crucifixion things during the battle.
Yeah.
Alright, so remember that whole plan of building a cool army to go fight the hordes of evil?
It clearly didn't work.
Yeah, that turns out your army blows ass. The forces of good are a bunch of cowards and bitches, so instead, time travel.
At once the battlefield was gone. Where the ground was caked with blood and dirt, there was lush greenery. Where chaos reigned only moments before, this damning calm prevailed.
I hate
Alas,
calm, says
It
Kain.
seemed I was stranded here. The time-streaming device lay in pieces at my feet.
Oh, that's bad. The time travel is... The time travel device broke, apparently. So I guess we need to go get another one, maybe?
Would you stand idle as vermin destroy your crops? No! As your house burned? No! Will you allow this evil to continue? No! Will the wickedness end? Yes! Do you believe?
What?
Then take me to your king, so that I can prepare you for the onslaught.
Why does this man have, like, the Berserk logo on his head?
Oh, that guy. You don't recognize that guy.
Should I recognize that guy?
You've talked to him a bunch.
Is that human Vordor?
No.
Is that Otmar?
No.
Who have I talked to a bunch?
He's the Oracle.
Oh, I talked to him once.
Yeah, it's a bunch. He talks a lot. This guy never shuts up. It's like a defining feature of him is never shutting up. Turns out the Oracle was the guardian of the Pillar of Time the whole time.
Oh, shit. What a twist. Oh, now that I'm
And you ain't seen shit for twists yet, buddy.
Now that I'm out of time, haha, out of the battle, I can probably re-equip my Soul Reaver and, you know, smack people and have them explode. Pardon me. I want to point out it says it's daytime, but it is so dark.
It's just cloudy. It's daytime but stormy.
Oh, hey, this is the town. This is Nerd Town with the academics. But they're alive now and not, you know, murdered. Oh, okay. I get it now.
Oh?
Because...
Explain to me what you get.
Oh, because they're building the statue. And so
Yeah.
now we're going to go in here and we're going to kill this guy when
So
he
it
was a
seemed
nice
I was
person.
in the land of William the Just.
Well, yeah, because
Years
now he's a
before
punk.
the battle I
Yeah.
had just escaped would take place.
He's a nice person, but he still has weird Minotaur demons in his army.
Those guys are just, you know,
They're just around.
they're relatives. They're like cousins. They're weird, but you have to put up with them. So yeah,
Oh, hey,
dumb
what?
time.
Oh,
hmm?
some of the people just have the big dumb curvy sword, so I don't think it's the statue had a Soul Reaver. I think it's just a statue with a big dumb curvy sword.
That makes sense. Because yeah, those guys just have big dumb curvy swords. So yeah, that dumb thing you picked up off of Azimuth's body
Yeah.
was the time streaming device, and it kicked in when everyone got their asses kicked in that battle for some reason.
You know, useful at least.
It's a good time to kick in, don't get me wrong. Time travel powers should generally kick in whenever something bad
stronghold
happens.
of
That's
William
generally
the
the
Just.
trigger.
'Twas time for me to pay a visit to he who would become the nemesis and force Nosgoth.
What's the point
on
of
its
discovering your
knees.
time travel powers when something good happens? It's like, oh yeah, you won the lottery, and then you just time travel back like a week. It's like, what? Why?
To be fair, given like what happens to people who won the lottery, that may be a good thing.
Well, I mean, sometimes that goes bad for them, but on the other hand, money, motherfucker.
Like 99% of the
root of all
time, it goes
happiness.
bad. That's not the line.
Alright, you made it.
Yep.
It's time the doors are open.
In the stronghold of William the Just.
The doors are open because he's young and weak and naive.
And stupid.
Perfect for stabbing. See, that's the trick, is he was too powerful later, so you had to go back to before his heel turn and defeat him while he was still a weak face.
Yes. We have to beat up, old Sami Zayn while he was still, happily skanking.
You had to travel back in time and beat up stunning Steve Austin.
The Ringmaster. Oh, hold on.
Damn it, why doesn't wrestling have more time travel storylines?
Just gotta get Kushida
There's so
up
much
in here.
there's so much fun dumb shit you could do with time travel in wrestling of all things.
Remember the terrifying child that had the Kushida mask at the Wrestle Kingdom that one time?
Vaguely. Oh right, no, I totally do remember that. It took me a second. I remembered something about a terrifying mask. You're right, it is kind of weird that this far back in time, everyone, he still has these big red demon minotaur armor.
Oh god!
Oh, how's it going, buddy?
The ones with the axes like stun lock you, and that's a real
I
bummer.
was gonna say, they seem more dangerous because they're way faster. They were working you over pretty good outside. But yeah, I was gonna say, A, it's weird that he still has those guys in his army so much later. B, it's weird that their weapons and armor haven't changed in like how many years. So do you think at some point they would get tired of the aesthetic, or at least want to change it up?
Head north.
Also, is it weird that you actually look less evil now that you've upgraded to just like straight black armor?
It's not spiky, so it's like, I don't know. I think the spikes do a lot of evil.
Yeah.
Black metal just makes you seem like you're going off.
What are you walking in?
The poop water.
Why is this guy's castle full of poop water? And why does he have prisoners chained up down here?
Hey,
That doesn't seem like a very William the Just thing to do.
sometimes you gotta, oh, I don't think my health increases any more than where it's at right now. I'm very bummed by that fact.
You're bummed because it doesn't reach the skull at the top.
Yeah. We're just gonna use this form here. It should... It should reach the skull at the top, or do like the really stupid DMC thing, and then you just get 2 vials.
What if it hopped over to the other side where the magic meter is and started coming out of that skull?
That'd be weird. But only if, like, when the magic meter starts to fill up, then you... Then the opposite happens, and it, you know, goes
like
up.
The magic meter starts filling up on the other side, like over your health bar.
Yeah.
They start double layering.
Can I get any more magic? Oh, I can. I did not fill up my magic meter, apparently.
Oh well. I'm gonna be honest, this close to the end, you're probably not gonna need it.
Probably not. Because also, I just can cheat, but you know.
Well, you know, whatever. Jesus, those ice physics are extreme.
They really are, and I wasn't helping them that time, so I was just like holding it down, holding down the go forward button.
Also, I finally got around to going ahead and buying Bloodstained.
Yeah.
Picked up the Steam version.
I will probably pick that up later.
On the Switch.
Probably. Well, it depends on... So I've heard the
I
Switch
might also
version
get the
is...
Switch version.
dicey.
Oh?
Or at least like the PAX demo or whatever, the frame rate on the Switch version was less than ideal.
It is coming out like a couple of weeks later, right?
Yeah, so maybe they'll have fixed it, which would be nice. But yeah, if I wanted to get Bloodstained, I would probably get it on the Switch. Failing that, I'd get it on the PS4.
Makes sense.
But yeah.
Yes, these weapons you've provided will see to that. Pray tell, Mobius, what game do you play?
None, my lord. I only wish to aid you in vanquishing your foes. The weapons are but a token of my goodwill.
Is Mobius the name of the Oracle?
And the news you
Yep.
bring.
Okay.
A vampire sent
Mobius the
to
Time
me.
Streamer.
Where did you come
That's
upon
a
such
great
knowledge?
name.
It's
Is
pretty
of no
good.
consequence, sire. It was only out of concern for your majesty.
That guy's a gigantic asshole. He'll never come up again.
Perhaps. Very well then.
Yeah.
You, may
You know,
let
the
me
guy
know,
who
but
has
should I
time
wish
travel
to
will never
speak
come up
to
again
you?
in this series.
About
which
time
will
travel.
feature no more time travel.
And I shall be there in time.
He will be there in time. I will say my other favorite thing about the Soul Reaver is when you catch multiple people in it and the frame rate just dies. Like, that's a fun part of old video games when you do something so cool the game starts lagging. You know?
Yeah, that doesn't happen as much anymore.
It doesn't, which, like, for good reason. But,
To be
like,
fair, if you want to fuck up a game these days, it's usually pretty easy. You just have to put enough effects on screen at once.
call up Bethesda and be like, hey, how can we, like, make this less optimized? We're like the only people still using Gamebryo. You got any tips over here? Come on. Hold on. It says you will see 4 switches, but I only see 2 switches. That's an issue. Am I in the wrong place? Oh, I was in the wrong place. Well, that was a fun noise. Okay, so I need to flip this switch, I think. Then I exit through the southeast door. So we go this way, we go this way, we go down here. Oh, is this just a secret? Apparently this was the room where we just overheard Mobius and William the Just.
William the Just.
Yep. So now we need to flip every switch again.
Great.
So we need to flip this one. We need to... Pause for a second to refill everything here. And these switch. And then we reflip the second switch. Oops, nope. And then we flip this one, and it opens this door. Yay! Oh boy. Okay. Switch on right. Oh, hey, it's a map. That's cool. There's a sword in, This is Kain's Mausoleum, I think? There are also some swords up here near Dark Eden. Oh no, this is near Elzevir. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, that is Dark Eden. I think. Why? Oh, because I don't have magic. That's why. I was like, what is going on here?
You were really bad at remembering to have magic.
It's fine.
It usually still works out.
I was too distracted by trying to figure out this world map. It's like, this is totally the world map, right?
Seems like it.
It's like over here is where Nupraptor hangs out. And...
Maybe the swords are... Oh wait, maybe those aren't swords, they're pillars? No, those are definitely swords.
No, those
I
these
don't know
are...
what they're supposed to represent.
Oh well. All right. Apparently, guess what the way to fight this boss coming up is?
Is it whacking him with the Soul Reaver?
Well, it's equipping the
Is
flame
it put
sword.
on repel and then walk in and hit him with the Soul Reaver?
Yes.
All right.
That seems to be the strategy for the entire rest of the boss fights in this game.
I mean, it's a pretty good plan.
Actually, except for one
yes, the
guy who says
vampire.
just use the flame sword.
Mobius told me you would come.
I bet William the Just is that very fancy-looking man who doesn't die when I hit him with the sword. And also seems to take all of my magic when I hit him with the Soul Reaver. Oops.
Light.
Hey, you know what? We're just gonna use the flame sword. Also, because it makes less of a crazy noise. But also, I do still need magic, so I can use repel.
At least use the flame sword to clear up all of the guys.
Vorador's
Then hit him with the Soul
signet
Reaver.
ring.
Yeah. And the main thing is that I need it so that it will let me use repel. Oh, I see what the issue is. Even though I'm in repel and not being...
Oh, you're not being damaged when you're straight reverting to
Yeah.
your magic bar? That's weird.
Also, his sword seems to be Soul Reaver, because it's making the Soul Reaver
Spoilers,
noise.
he has the Soul Reaver.
Oh, because time travel.
Mobius gave him a Soul Reaver.
A Soul Reaver.
Yes.
Oh, hey,
Well, you know,
His
the Soul
guards
Reaver.
rushed to save him.
But
William
considering you have one as
blood was
well,
already
you have two of
renewing
the
my
same. You're
strength,
fighting with the same sword.
replacing the life his sword had stolen from my
I'm
veins.
just gonna throw this out there. You should probably switch back to the Soul Reaver.
Yeah.
Come to aid their fallen leader.
Oh well, he's dead.
Well,
anyways.
yeah, he's
Oh,
dead.
broke it.
Have some amusement.
Oh, I bet. Can I? If I equip the Soul Reaver, does that mean it's also
The Soul
broken?
Reaver.
No.
We're going by Avengers rules, I see.
Well, like, that's presumably a future version of the Soul Reaver. It just got broken.
But
Except not.
I'm very confused. Time travel.
Don't worry. This will get explained. Actually, though. So yeah, William over here had the Soul Reaver. You fought him in canon with the Soul Reaver. When you hit the swords up against each other, his Soul Reaver broke, and then he died like a bitch. So Nemesis defeated.
All right. Oh,
World
hey, and
save.
he's got a time streaming device.
Time
Yeah.
streaming device. Strange.
You should take that and jump back to the
When
future and
coincidence
see your new
seems
saved
too
timeline.
convenient.
Yeah.
I prefer
Now that the
to
Nemesis
call
is
it
gone,
fate.
the world is saved, everything is perfect.
Yeah.
Time to go back to the future and collect your just reward.
Makes sense. Clearly, everything will be perfect.
I don't see why it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
You killed the Nemesis. Time travel.
That's a very flaccid time travel effect. I'm gonna be super honest.
It's not great. It will get better later. Don't worry about it.
Okay. That's good.
Oh, this place is all shitty now.
With William the
This castle
Just dead,
blows.
Mobius's
Nice they left the
plans
banners
had
up,
been
though.
thwarted. His pawn was removed from the game.
Now we just slowly walk out of this castle. We're basically almost done.
Pretty much. There's not much left here. You've got, what, 4 pillars to do?
Yeah. Which seems odd that, you know...
It does seem odd.
That I'm, like, at the bottom of this guide, and it's like, you got 4 pillars, dog.
Well, I mean, you know where Mobius is.
Yeah.
Kind of.
We know he's around.
You know to stab him when you see him.
Yes.
That's the important thing.
And I mean, how powerful can, like, a time guy be? He probably dies.
Time travel. What kind of power is that?
He probably dies in one hit of the Soul
Probably.
Reaver.
When has time travel ever been a useful power in a melee fight? Never, that's when.
Basically.
Ignore Quantum Break. Who's being attacked by a bunch of overweight dudes with torches?
That seems to be the case.
Okay.
Oh, I bet there's a switch somewhere that I missed. Like that one. I really feel like they should have... I couldn't time travel, like, back to the entry of the castle.
Yeah, it would have been nice. I mean, also, I'm going to throw it out there. If you have the time travel device, why don't you go back to when everyone went crazy and just kill them all right then?
That's a great question.
Or time travel back to when that lady got murdered and just stop her from getting murdered and everything's fine.
That, you know, also...
Because that would keep that guy from going crazy. Or you could time travel back and kill that guy first, because then he never spreads his madness to the rest of the circle.
Also, all very
All
good
of these
points.
things are good ideas.
I'm sure they will not be covered in, you know, other entries in this series. Damn it. It really is useful knowing that I don't have to be in specific screens to input specific codes, and I can just do them whenever.
It is nice.
Including, like, on that pause screen, so that way I can just... Oh, damn it, I have to go and hit all these switches again, don't I? That switch is hit, at the very least. That one wasn't. And now that... Oh. Nope. Can I just cheat and miswalk through this, maybe? No? I want to point out, it just says keep heading south. Like, that's all this guide says. I was not expecting...
This much resistance to the idea of heading south.
Yeah. Like, the fact that when I hit this switch thinking that it would get me out, it just locks both of these doors. Which is a real dick move. Unless I can miswalk out of these doors.
Side note, apparently there's a cut sequence from this game wherein you would have had a pirate boat chase.
What?
I was looking at cut locations and one of them is just a boat. It's like, yeah, apparently we're gonna have a pirate chase. It's fine, don't worry about it.
It's awesome. Are you looking at, like, cutting room 4?
I'm just looking at the wiki for cut content. Because spoilers, there's a ton. Here's the thing. The entirety of Soul Reaver 1, the initial pitch of that game, is basically cut content. That game was supposed to end with Raziel killing Kain, and then the series is over. Spoilers, doesn't quite go down that way.
What are you talking about? I'm pretty sure that it ends and, you know...
Not like there's 3 more games after that one.
Okay, here's the poop water zone, so we're nearing the beginning of...
Alright, making your way back. Wait, you're gonna go through that one spiky floor thing again, or is that a different place?
I think that was a different place.
Okay.
I think that was part of the doll maker.
Okay. I couldn't remember. Gonna be honest, these dungeons kind of blend together.
A little bit. Out here. I appreciate that even if you kill someone with the Soul Reaver, but not with the magic of Soul Reaver, like, they still explode. Like, there's no reason for that, but, you know.
But it is rad.
Yes. Oh my god, how long is this fucking dungeon backwards?
It is ridiculous they're making you walk back out of here, I'm not gonna lie.
Just pad out the end of this game.
They got to. They couldn't include the pirate chase, so they gotta pad out content where they can. They've gotta hit that however many hours mark.
Oh, speaking of pirates, I should play Pillars of Eternity 2.
Right.
I picked up a pretty cheap copy of that. And...
Alright, well, while you are going backwards through this dungeon, I'm gonna hit the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Oh, God. Can I not go this way? There are now spikes where there was a door. The music is looping. Okay. Well, I thought okay. switches. Maybe now we can go that way, maybe? Aha! Hard darkness.
Even the gentle snowfall is lethal to
I'm
a
back.
vampire's
I goes the backwards
well-being.
dungeon.
I
I found
finally
myself
made
once
it out.
more in the Nosgoth I
Thank
knew.
God.
The carnage from battle was gone.
Also,
That's not me criticizing your direction or anything.
Yeah.
That is
From the
just, holy
distance,
crap, I can't believe they made you do the dungeon
And a
backwards.
breeze from the south carried with it the faint odor of vampire blood.
Also, I just kind of wish, because you know how like the save screen has a day counter.
Yeah.
I really kind of hope it would have been dumb and probably hard to do, but with
soul
time
reaver.
traveling like 50 years in the future, like they should have added in 50 years worth of days to the save game count.
Well, I mean, you traveled to the past, but now you're back to where you were.
Yeah, but in the past, then it should have been like negative something.
Yeah, like that would have been good. If the past was like minus 50 years worth of days on your counter. That would have been good, but they did not do that.
Oh, hey, the city's...
Because these people are lame.
Yeah.
Twould
Thanks,
seem the
Silicon
folly
Knights.
fell upon my own shoulders. With their sainted King William dead by my hand, the people of the land were consumed by a hunger all their own.
Couldn't have an accurate days
For
counter, couldn't
vampire
include a
blood.
pirate chase. What good are they?
Oh, apparently people hate vampires because Kain was a vampire and he killed the nice king man. Oops.
Hey, remember when you went back in time and killed the Nemesis? Oh, whoops, you mean William the Just? That guy everybody was psyched about back in the day? Turns out that going back and killing him before his heel turn made people wonder why you killed that guy they loved. This is why you don't... Well, it doesn't really apply the same way, but this is similar to why you would have to kill Hitler post-heel
As I wandered
turn.
about more, the shrieking and cheering became more apparent.
Like, if you just go back in time and shoot Hitler, then
There was
everybody's
some
like,
sort
wait,
of
what the fuck, why'd
gathering
you shoot
to the
that
south.
guy?
For
But
with
if you wait
each
until
cheer,
after he
I
turns
smelled
super
an
evil, and then you
outpour
shoot him,
of
everybody's
blood.
like, oh, thanks for saving us. One way you get arrested, the other way you're a hero.
Very important distinction.
That was Lee Harvey Oswald's mistake.
Whoa!
Well, how do you know? We don't live in the timeline where JFK escaped and got to become a tyrant.
Just
Same with John Wilkes Booth.
shaking my head over here.
I'm just saying, you don't know what would have happened.
I
You
make no
can't say for
pretense
sure.
to justify my killing, yet these vampire hunters would cloak their bloodlust beneath a veil of righteousness. Hypocrites! They would make themselves judge and jury. Very well then. Let us see how they take to my role as executioner.
Kain is very unhappy about vampire hunters, by the way.
Well, he's a vampire.
I've never heard like a line delivery, even in modern games, with as much disgust as Kain complaining about vampires and then just going, hypocrites! Also, boy, it's a real good thing that I went and drank from the blood fountain of being immune to snow and rain.
Yeah, that is nice. I mean, you basically are immune to every vampiric weakness now, aside from just dying.
Well, I still take damage from water, but that's what the mist form will prevent that.
I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of confusing to me that you're immune to rain but not water.
Yeah, you know. Well, this is... Ow!
Weird side note.
Vorador.
Yeah, no, it totally blows. Vorador was awesome. That guy was the coolest motherfucker.
Not yet, my friend. Would you be free of the plague if only one city was cleansed? No! Would you spare one wolf in the pack that has devastated your herd? No! Then let us destroy them all!
Well, time to shank Mobius.
This is the last! Destroy him!
Kane's like, oh shit!
Man, Kain looks fucking dumb as a human. Mostly it's the hairline that's the problem.
Yeah.
He's halfway to being a Worf over here.
Yeah.
Damn it, what was I gonna say before you walked in and saw Vorador dying? It was something, but now I've lost it.
Let me get up there. Hold on, dude. Just you hang out up there. I gotta put my big fancy sword on my back and get this slightly
The
less
people will
fancy
not
sword.
rest until Nosgoth is purged of your
hi, Mobius.
kind.
I had been betrayed. In my haste, I had not realized it before. That sigil on his forehead, the Oracle of Nosgoth, was in fact the time streamer Mobius, and I had followed his advice. How much of my quest was of his design? Willendorf? The Battle of the Last Stand? William the Just? Was this the trap he had fashioned for me?
We will send you back to
Kain
the
is
plane
very unhappy.
whence you came, vampire.
He's got a lot to be unhappy about.
Yeah.
Also, I finally remembered the thing that I was gonna say before you mentioned Vorador.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, do you think the weird vampire weakness to running water is because, like, mosquitoes suck blood and they breathe in standing water?
You are not in it.
No, but that's really funny.
Yeah. I don't know, I thought there might have been some weird connection there. It's like, you know, horrible blood-sucking parasite, and it breathes in water, like still pools of water. So you gotta keep your water circulating to keep them from breeding, and therefore vampiric weakness. Keep stuff from sucking your blood. Oh god, farmers. Those farmers did not stand a chance. Okay, I'm just gonna be real here. If you were like an angry mob hunting vampires, and you saw the first guy run at the dude, and he just swings this big two-handed sword that screams when he swings it, and then the guy he hits explodes into chunks.
I'd be like, oh, sorry, Kain. I'm not with them.
Yeah, no, like, dude, how do you convince a mob to chase that guy? It's like, did you not see him just gib the guy in front of me? Nah. I'm out. You've basically got, like, a fucking close-range BFG over here.
From the present.
I appreciate Mobius just standing there and taking pot shots and kind of failing.
Is he shooting, like, time action? He's shooting some kind of weird, like, DNA strand thingamajig.
It's not...
And I think it slowed you down when it hit you.
I think you're right, but at the same time, it's not very threatening.
It's really not.
Get him down here and let me hit.
To be fair, what is threatening to the man who can refill his health instantly?
You're very true, right? But get back here.
The answer is an instant kill. For the record.
Yes,
that's what's threatening to the man who can refill his health instantly. Luckily for you, I don't think those exist in this game, really.
Yeah. It does seem to slow me down, actually, which is interesting.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought. Is like he hits you and it cuts your movement speed in half because he's timing you. Hitting you with time bullets.
Oh, look at this cool future man that is a boss, apparently, because I hit him with the Soul Reaver and he didn't do anything. Oh, there he goes.
I think the idea there was it was supposed to be future you.
Oh. Done. Oh, no. Oh, hey,
it's silly because why would future you use an axe and not the Soul Reaver? Seriously.
Well, I just smacked Morbius.
Yeah, Morbius.
Morbius the living
time vampire.
Yeah. I smacked him with the Soul Reaver, and he died.
I want to point out that exactly 0 of the Guardians have been vampires, by the way.
I know. I know.
I'm just reminding you that that still is not the case.
Well, he's dead now. We will never hear from this time travel man again, I'm sure.
Exactly. Everyone knows that killing a time traveler is the end of your problems with time travelers.
I knew that Mobius's hourglass was the focus of his time-streaming magic.
Also, I'm just gonna give props for that, like, beheading, because you took his hood off perfectly.
Of time have ceased to
and then his hood stayed on his head.
Well done, Kain. Mobius
which is not really how
so
cloth
love
works,
playing
but
the
you did it
trickster's
anyways.
part. His guise as the Oracle served his schemes well. Pity with all his plots he
and now you got this sick evil hourglass.
Come to me, my undead son. Make haste to the pillars. The stage is set for the grand finale.
And this spooky British man
will have your vengeance.
It's telling me that I will have my vengeance.
Alright, gotta go back to the pillars and shove this thing in a pillar, and then there's 2 more to go, TFB.
Yeah.
Well, 3 actually.
Yeah. But then I gotta kill the ghost lady, because...
Well, yeah. It wouldn't be the first ghost you've killed on this adventure.
This is true. I've killed many ghosts, actually.
I'm assuming you have crossed the point of no return by now, by the way.
Oh, like, we crossed the point of no return, like...
I'm assuming whenever you went to go do the big battle.
Yeah.
That seemed pretty point of no returning. Big battle scene.
Hold on, spooky British man. Let me refill my health real quick.
You betrayed us, Mortanius. You had Kain killed and turned him into a monster. You set him upon us.
It had to be. Nopraptor's insanity poisoned all of our minds. The Circle had failed in its sworn duties. It had to be destroyed.
Pointing.
Failed our duties? Idiot! The Circle exists for us. We don't exist for it. Our powers will
I always forget that Ariel is a guardian because she's just at the pillars all the time.
Stand with us.
I thought she was introduced like, I am the guardian of balance. Also,
yeah, but I just forget. Also, hey, look who it is.
Yeah, it's that guy.
Remember how there's only like 3 left?
Yeah.
And all 3 people are right here at the same place right now? Spoilers, this is how you're this close to the end of the game with like 3 pillars to go.
Oh, well. 2 to go.
Score.
Let's rip that guy.
That's the dude what ran away from you earlier in the game. Like, he was hanging out with those other 2 guys and Malik.
If the circle is to be destroyed, you have to
And then
die
he
as
bailed,
well, Necromancer.
and you fought the other 2 guys, and
admire
Voror
your
fought
cunning.
Malik.
But you will not escape your
And that
fate.
guy came here to argue with Mortanius. I love that Kain is just hiding behind a pillar and then, like, gets spooked when the guy sees him. He's like, oh, I'm gonna just hide real quick. Don't mind me. Don't mind me, crazy ghost fucking... Oh god, skulls.
Is this the guy who's Megabyte?
No.
Oh. He sounds
This is
like
Mortanius.
He sounds like he could be Megabyte, though. This guide pretty much says just switch to the flame sword, by the way, so we're just gonna switch to the flame sword.
Oh, okay. So, I just want to be clear here. There's 2 pillars to go, and one of them is already dead and a ghost. So this is really working out for you.
Yeah. Well, and there goes Mortanius.
Alright then.
I appreciate all the skeletons that are just spawning in and then immediately exploding. I don't know why, but that's cool. Oh, never mind. Mortanius isn't dead. He like exploded and like dissolved.
Well, he
into...
faded out. I
Yeah.
understand your confusion.
Yeah,
I would
okay.
I would have also assumed that was a death animation.
This is probably a death animation because it's all FMV now.
Yeah, that's probably.
Well, it's a death animation or it's he's transforming into his second form.
When in fact you were a pawn. You have served me well, Kain.
I serve no one.
Indeed, such narrow vision.
I'm going to be honest. You would assume that the Guardian of Death would have a little bit more effective techniques against a vampire who is dead. You really think he could just kill? Also, he just turned into kind of a generic demon.
Yeah.
Hero. Lay on, little vampire. Lay on.
Oh God.
Yeah.
He just yelled his dumb catchphrase.
Yeah, he did.
And it's like the same line. It's like the same read from the entire game.
Anacroth's magic was contained within the metal of the scales and would eventually be released back into the pillar from whence it came. The scales of Anacroth I lay before the pillar of States. The pillar accepted its offering. Thus,
Kain's great.
it was restored.
He's terrible.
The death
He's
orb of
great.
Mortanius had given the necromancer dominion over the grave. I had thought him the last of the circle, and yet he spoke of another. Before the pillar of death, I lay the orb of Mortanius. The pillar accepted its offering. Thus, it was restored.
This is a very weird boss fight, for the record.
Victor! Victor!
Just diving into the ground. It's kind of adorable. Like, look at him. He's just like, I'm gonna die. Whee! Ow. However, he does a lot of damage if you touch him.
Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor! Save Victor!
He's got a lot of health, turns out. Oh, there he goes.
Got him.
Save? Yes. Alright.
Just remember, if you want the true ending,
Be a
roleplay
dick.
Kain.
Yeah, I remember.
Just making sure. I'm gonna be honest, I'm only like 75% sure you even get a choice.
I'm pretty sure you get a choice.
Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure, but there's a chance you don't.
No, there's a choice here.
Okay.
Because the ghost lady is just pointing at 2 cards.
Will be healed or damned at my whim.
Alright. You gonna talk to me, lady? No? Okay. We're just gonna pick up the one that says this world turns into a weird lava
Once I
hellscape.
embraced my powers, I realized that Vorador was correct. We are gods. Dark gods. And it is our duty to thin the herd.
Alright. That's Blood Omen, I guess. I'm victorious. I'm a princess! Yay! Anyway, that's Legacy, Blood Omen Legacy of Kain, I guess.
I'm gonna be honest.
Uh-huh.
Alright. How much of the actual plot in the ending did you catch?
So I know some bits from reading a little bit about how basically because of your quest to go murder all of the people, you kind of became the new guardian of balance. So the ending was like, do you sacrifice yourself to
actually purify the pillars or whatever?
Yeah. I don't think that really came up in that ending, because it seemed like, oh hey, Amy Hennig, cool. I don't know, it seemed a little bit like they skipped over that bit or something.
Yeah, I thought it would be mentioned more directly.
Yeah.
But it seemed like they kind of just were like, eh.
Because the ending was literally like, look at these item cards, one of them is you save the world, the other one is you damn the world.
Mm-hmm.
And I figured the one that makes me a dick is the one where you don't save it, so, you know.
Well, okay, I want to point out the next game starts with...
Mortanius
one
was
city of
Tony
humans
J.
left.
What are you talking about?
Huh? Really?
Yeah!
Huh, I totally didn't know that.
He sounded like Megabyte.
I even turned up the volume so I could hear him for a little bit and was like, I don't know. I just assumed it was another guy because I never realized he was... Okay, Tony J's been in it since the start.
Yeah.
Good on him.
Sorry.
No, but yeah. The gimmick actually, apparently Kain is whenever you're the Guardian or whatever, you are straight up born the Guardian of the Pillar. So Kain was always supposed to be the next Balance Guardian, and then that, what's his name, Mortanius is actually the one who hired those guys to kill you. So that he could then resurrect you as a vampire and have you kill off everyone else.
Okay.
Because spoilers, the guy who turns you into a vampire is the guy with power over death. Go figure.
Yeah, weird how that works. What does this preview button do? I'm just gonna
Is this a preview for...
Is this a preview for Soul Reaver?
I doubt it.
No.
When
What
I was gonna say, when did
this?
Soul Reaver won't even happen?
I don't know what this even is.
Soul Reaver 1 was 1999. That's actually sooner than I thought.
This looks like Bootleg Knights.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what this is, and this is alarming to me. Pandemonium. Okay, cool.
I guess.
Anyway, that's Blood Omen.
That was fucking weird.
Yeah.
That was a weird note to go out on.
Yeah, it was.
Thanks, Crystal Dynamics.
Yeah. Join us next time for something. I don't fucking know.
Something else.
Something.
And then after that, probably Soul Reaver.
And then
1.
after that, Soul Reaver. Yeah.
Which I actually can't wait for. I'm excited about Soul Reaver. I'm excited for you to get to things that I know.
And not this weird bootleg Zelda thing. Anyway, night everybody.
Bootleg Zelda or like better Star Tropics.
God damn it.
Pick your choice.
Stop.
What?
Stop what you're doing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.